Hi everyone, this is Alina and Paul from Action Physical Therapy, and this is my assistant Obi. Today's video is going to be on stretching, especially for those people who tend to spend a lot of time in front of the computers, in front of the TV, reading a book, or simply looking at their phones like Paul is demonstrating now. Why do we need to stretch? Well, if you spend hours in that position, that makes specific muscle groups very tight. So what's the big deal about muscles being tight? Well, simply because it leads to dysfunctional movement, decreased range of motion, pain, and injury. And I've been doing this for 30-some years, and we've seen a lot of people having problems because of muscle tightness. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So today we will go over basic stretches that someone who tends to sit in front of the computer needs to do in order to keep their muscles healthy. So let's look at Paul's posture. As he's sitting and leaning forward, there are specific muscle groups that tend to get tight. His neck muscles on the side, his chest muscles in the front, pectoral muscles, his biceps, his wrist muscles, his hip flexors, hamstrings, abdominal muscles, and calves. So we will show you the stretching exercises that you need to do to keep those muscles nice and loose. So let's start with the neck. This could be done sitting in your chair. You don't even need to get up. So what you need to do is hold on to the side of the chair with one hand. This will help you to stabilize the shoulder to make sure that the shoulder is not coming up. You're going to side bend away from that and hold the stretch for about 15 seconds. Repeat it 3 times. From that position, you can modify and do a couple of more stretches. One with your chin turning up towards the ceiling a little bit. That will target your scalenes, a specific muscle group in your neck. And again, hold for 15 seconds, repeat 3 times. Another modification is to turn your nose towards the armpit. So tilting a little bit forward and to the side, and you will feel the stretch in the back of your neck. Same idea, 15 seconds, 3 times. Okay, you can let go. While you're sitting, you can also do some wrist stretches. So let's turn sideways so everyone could see. So you're gonna lift your arm forward and then apply the stretch with the opposite hand, just like that. The elbow remains straight, and hold the stretch for 15 seconds. Repeat 3 times. Now we're going to do an opposite movement, bending the wrist down, keeping the elbow locked. Make sure that the opposite hand is on the knuckles, not on the fingers. 15 seconds, 3 times. Then we're going to stand up and do a bicep stretch. So you're going to place your hand against the wall. Keep your elbow straight and turn away. I hope you can see that one. So that's your bicep stretch. 15 seconds, 3 times. Now let's face the corner. The corner stretch is for those pectoral muscles or chest muscles that are so important. It's so important to keep those muscles loose, because if they're tight, that leads to shoulder impingement and rotator cuff problems. All right, let's place the hands on the wall. Keep them apart a little bit more, wider. Okay. Move one foot forward and lean forward into the corner. Hold it for 15 seconds. Repeat 3 times. Now you can also modify this position by raising your arms higher up. Slide them up the wall and do the stretch in that position, and also bringing them further down, just like that. So you can stretch in 3 different positions. Okay, now let's turn sideways and we're going to do a calf stretch. One foot in front of the other. The back leg is straight, heels are touching the floor, toes are pointing forward, and you're just leaning forward. So the calf stretch is right there. You should feel it in the back of the leg. 15 seconds, 3 times. Okay, that's great. Now let's do the hamstring stretch. You can have a seat and turn sideways. There are 2 ways of doing the hamstring stretch. One you can do right in the chair. So bring one leg forward, sit on the edge of the chair, one leg forward, keep that knee straight. Now you're going to lean forward towards that leg. Now the important part is not to lean forward with your shoulders. You're going to lean forward with your belly button as if you're trying to touch your thigh with your belly button. And you will feel the hamstring stretch right away. 15 seconds, 3 times. A different way of stretching your hamstrings would be lying on your back. So come on up. Let's move the chair. So we're using a strap. Actually, it's a dog leash. So any strap will do, the belt, the dog leash, or anything else that you can find in the house to do the job. So bring the leg up, hold it, 15 seconds, and then lower it down. The opposite knee, for those people who have really tight hamstrings, you might want to bend the opposite leg while you're stretching. Okay, and we have 2 more. The hip flexor stretch. So we're going to move over to the side a little bit. On your back, on your back. Bring both knees towards your chest, just like that. And now you're going to drop one leg down. I hope you can see the position. So one leg is off the table. That will stretch your hip flexors, the muscles in the front here. Very important, because if you're sitting for many hours a day, your hip flexors get tight and that leads to back pain. So that's a good stretch for that. And the last one is abdominal muscles. Again, sitting in front of the computer makes your abs really tight. So what we're going to do, we're going to roll over on the stomach. And Obi is going to help, looks like it. All right, and we're going to do a press up. Hold that position, 15 seconds, and you can go down. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and we're going to make more videos on stretches and other exercises that would be helpful to you.